Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Hamlet for another instalment where we've moved on to November the 1st, and what has happened? Not a lot. There's a couple of things happened with red tape overnight. We did get hit with warning for animal conditions. We lost 9 points. Errors and low productivity. The only thing I can think of with this now is when we moved Highland cattle into the meadow, we had nothing in the feed trough, but I've since put in 3 bales. Once I seen that warning came up, literally in here a couple of minutes, I was just trying to go around and see what was causing the problem. And that's what we've done. Now, I don't know whether I did say I was going to move the bales. We moved the bales. We put down this bale storage instead, and they're in here because we lost our bales last episode when the bale storage unit we were using had received an update, but it was back. It wasn't back, but we lost our bales. So we sorted that problem out. I'd sold everything else, hadn't sold the eggs or the milk. We're going to go and do that now. There's not a lot. I've fed the dog. I've done everything I need to do. Yeah, we've just come into the month, of course. Press the right buttons, but Italy Angela start of the month, November. Not going to be much to do, and the dog is always sitting in the middle of the road nearly. There's not going to be an awful lot to do. We'll have a few bits and pieces. There'd probably be the odd contract, ploughing, cultivation, stuff like that. I think most of the fields are actually sown now at this stage. Around the map, we did do an awful lot last month, so this may be a case of we'll just do a quick check around, see what's here in November, and we'll be saying bye-bye November. We'll be moving on to December and the end of December to sell our products, because the winter months, as we know, can be very, very quiet. Let me just sell this first. We'll jump into the map, then we'll have a look and we'll see the status of all the fields. You'll see that probably a lot of them are growing, because there seems to be a lot of winter crops went in. The few around here that aren't, we did do contract work on them, so there may be nothing else to do on them. But let's bump that bank balance up just that little bit. There we go. And sell the milk. There's nothing up at the other farm, so we're up to 50 grand. So that's in territory now where we consider buying the pig farm, which is 43,000. Anyway, just put the brakes on for a second. We're the map, and let's go and check status. What's growing? Growing. Yeah, let's see. Cultivated. Hold on. I always do that. Cultivated, ploughed. I don't think we're going to have any work. Everything is highlighted now with either growing, seed bed, ploughed, cultivated, or there's no, we're going to have no work. We're going to be moving on. We need to go over and see what needs ploughing. Nothing. I guess that answers your question where this episode is going. Have we anything to do? We have our 2 grass fields, of course. Didn't check contracts. We have a bale wrapping contract. Okay, we'll accept the machinery for that because we haven't got a bale wrapper. So we'll go and do that, and then we'll probably get a mowing or a bale wrapping contract on the other field beside it. And that's going to be it. There's going to be nothing else. We've nothing to do on our own farm. We've all our fields taken care of unless we buy something new. There's no urgency on that because we can't put a crop in anyway. So what's the point in doing that? So do we bite the bullet and buy the pig farm, even though we won't be putting pigs in just yet? But we could buy the pig farm and put in the grain crop to give them protein. And then we'll have to consider a field purchase to put in a root crop, because we're going to need a root crop to feed them as well. When we do eventually get them, we just want to kind of have stuff in place. So let's just, ran into the doghouse. Let's say I'm in the doghouse. Now, Yeah, I must get penalised for that. But having said that, if we jump into the red tape mod again, we did get payments. We got 305 for natural grazing, which is what I was trying to do with those Highland cattle when I moved them. But yeah, it still penalised me. Yet it won't give me the natural grazing if there's food in the trough. So that's kind of an anomaly there. Natural fertiliser, because we use manure and slurry. We got that bonus for that. And let's see, in our tax, we have a slight bit of tax, but that'll be gone because we're going to buy. Oh, here we go. Natural grazing. Yeah, it tells me we had eligible animal count 10.116. And like in the Highland cattle, we have 12 in there. So I don't know where that's coming from. Cowshed, who's due to reproduce anything? 60%, 72. They're the next lot. Be another 12 in, is it 3 months, I think? So, yeah, that's going to fill up slowly now. They're okay for food. The bales are still sitting there. They are. And what am I doing? Bale wrapping. That's it. And the two things of lime are still sitting there. Still haven't moved them up. Now, I got to keep you in for this one. We're not going to be jumping forward to December pretty quick. We're not going to have much to do with regards to the animals there. Not enough of them to eat through the food we've given them. We'll just keep an eye on them as we move forward, and that's basically it. And let's see how many bales have we got. 5 bales. Oh, this is going to take forever. Anyway, the Hamlet, episode number 35, we're up to. I did say, I reckon this is a Sunday episode that's going out. I reckon there'll be 3 more weekends and we may be done. Maybe 4 the push, which is another 3 weeks, which will get us just nicely past episode number 40. Or to episode 40. We can't finish on 41 or 42, 43, 44, but maybe 45. I got to keep them shorter anyway and just keep them on the weekends, and that's the way we're going to work this series for the time being. Just quickly, we have tomorrow, which is Monday, we have a new series starting on La Meche. You're saying you already have a series on La Meche. Yeah, we have a new start from scratch, which is a build a farm from scratch. Piece of farmland, piece of wasteland actually. Not going to give away a whole lot of details, but let's say we have a loan at the money we got to buy the farm and a little bit left over, but nothing else. And we're not going to incorporate any of the productions on the main farms in this one. On La Meche, we're going to keep it more simple, so that we're not going to use, in other words, we're not going to use the productions on the main farms. It gives you loads of money. Easy. The other La Meche series, there's probably 1 episode left on just to do a recap on the animals, maybe 2, when they've reached maturity and are producing milk. But other than that, we've done everything on that series we set out to do, which is to test out everything on the map. And I like the map so much, I just wanted to do a start from scratch on it. I wanted to stay on it. I'd thought about moving elsewhere, moving on, but no. I kind of wanted to do a series on it in the same kind of way I do the series here and everywhere else, where there's a little bit more of a challenge to it than just a playthrough to see how everything works. So that will be finishing up too as well soon. So anyway, there we go. This contract is done when this bale drops, and I will see you in a little while. We see what else we can get up to. Okay, just bringing you back in. We had 1 more contract, which is a fertilising contract. We done it with manure, so it didn't cost us any extra money, but we have money gone into the account. I should have really kept you in for excess animals sold. Sheep, they had offspring again, so we got 8,000 for them, and we got our usual 385 for the chickens, We're going to sell the product we have now. Now, this is only the start of it. We've all our grain crops to sell. We're in December now, so we're at the top of the market. We are going to buy the pig farm. There's no doubt about it. We're going to buy it because by the time we sell everything else, we're going to have the money. We'll have the money, and then we're going to push on. I kind of forgot all about the excess on the sheep. Every couple of months they come around. Let's just jump into the animals for a minute, and we'll go over to the sheep. You see, they're reproductive 40%. They're the ones that had them. So we had 30. And then these are, they're not there yet because they're only 12 months old. Maybe they're the ones that had, maybe the 2 lots. Oh, maybe both of them. That's probably why. But the money's gone right up. Other than that, red tape. What did red tape? Red tape flashed up something as well. I really, really, really should have brought you in first, but give me a slap on the wrist. I just wasn't thinking that we were going to get stuff when we move forward. We've still got the tractor. Natural Grazing Scheme. Give us a fiver. 40 quid, sorry. Fiver. I'm looking at year 5. I'm sure we still have the tractor demo. Massey, yeah, we still have it because it was for 3 months. So this is the last month we have it for. So, yeah, we're going to bump that money up. So we're just under 45,000 now, literally €12 short of it. We'll keep you in for this, and then I'm going to get busy selling the rest. Need to buy the pig farm because we need to see what the story is. I have no idea how many pigs it holds. I don't know when I even done a test map on this. Did I even check? Right, what are we going to get? Let's see. 7,135 plus 823. That is not bad. I'll park him here for a minute. So that's given us 8,000. So, oh, we're well on our way. Okay, look. Here you go. Loads of what they call them, golden apples. So this is it. This is our pig shed. Don't know how many holes. We've other raised sheds. I don't know why the doors are open. Was I able to open them? No, they must have been open all along. Yeah. Right, let's map. Hold on. Let's do a quick save. We're going to buy this. So that's our farm purchases done when we buy this. Milestone reached. We still have 21 and a half left. And here we go. Well, many can we put in? 15. Okay. I actually thought it was a bit more, but look, we'll deal with that. Slurry. What's that for? Manure or feed? Oh, feed point is inside. How are we going to get feed in there? Unless that is for feed and it somehow... We'll have to check it and see. We also get this piece of land. If you zoom in, yeah. More pigs. That's a gate. So we could put down more pigs out here if we wanted to really make this a pig farm. Because it comes around. Like, I mean, we could make a nice pasture out here with more pigs and really make it a pig farm. There's an idea. Anyway, first things first, let's get in our tractor. Let's start selling crops. We have everything. Where's the buckwheat? Buckwheat's over in the other farm. Wheat. Right, which is the least valuable crop? I suppose rye is. Can we feed oats? No, oats are worth. What we're going to do is we're going to We're going to sell off what we can. We'll try and put the rye into the pigs. See, can we do, or do we have to buy bags of pig food? If that changes the complexion of it if we do. Because then we can get pigs straight away once we put feed into the barn. We were kind of thinking we needed root crops and we needed, but if we're not able to feed it in, well then, what else can we do? I tell you what, I'm going to drive down past there. We'll try with the wheat first. I'm just wondering what that marker on the ground outside is for. Because it doesn't have a food trigger, I would think that the barn takes straw. I did notice that, but it obviously produces manure as well as slurry. So that would... Where would the straw go in? Obviously the food intake point is probably the same spot. This will take a little bit of working out anyway. But let's try this first, just to see. I'm going to sell all the stuff anyway, and we'll see where we are, money-wise. There's no way we can get in on the marker anyway, from with the tractor and trailer. No trigger. No, no trigger. No, okay, that seems like change the plan. There's another golden apple in the river. And the drive down here we could have picked up, I think they're $5,000 each, we could have picked up 50 grand. I'll keep you in for this one, I'll sell the rest. And just see what we get our balance up to on the wheat and what we get for our environmental score. I'd say that's a little bit disappointing now if we do have to do bags of pig food, but then again it makes it easier for us. 5,414 plus 624, so that puts us at 6,038. That's not bad. It wasn't a big field, but our money's gone up to 27,686. I'm going to sell the rest, and I'll give you an update then once we get rid of what we're getting rid of. We'll be holding some back for feed. Big sell-off is done. We're up to 66,887. We have the pig farm, and the bad news is we cannot put feed into it. We have to buy pig food. The good news on that is then we can buy pigs straight away. Bad news is it only holds 15. Anyway, what are we going to do now? I'll tell you what we're going to do. Now, let's have a look. Our plan is now to buy these fields here. That's buckwheat in that, 75,048. Nah, we're not doing that. What we're actually going to do is we're going to repay the 32,197 we have left on the loan. And we're going to get rid of our loan. Why not? So 32,198. Did that go up? Maybe it did. Loan's gone. So we have a balance of 34,686, and we don't owe any money back now. Like, we could buy this field straight away and still have money left. So our goal now moving forward into next year is to buy these fields. So between them we have, let's see, 75, 66, 68, 48 and 55. I'd say we're going to need nearly 500,000 anyway in total. But yeah, we've achieved something this year, and I'm glad I left this track there instead of bringing it back, because what we need to do now is go and get some pig food. Now, I'll consider whether we're going to put another enclosure down on the farm there for the pigs. We'll have a look at it. I'm not saying we will, I'm not saying we won't. It's unfortunate that we have to buy bags of pig food, but look, it means we're not going with root crops and sorghum and everything, trying to do a mix-up to kind of make it up when it's going in. We're going to have it off the shelf, so to speak. I'm just going to go and buy some now. I'm going to buy liftable pallets, which we have, just so we can lift them from this trailer into the shed and get the pigs going. It costed €1,000 for 1,000 litres. Probably more expensive than producing our own feed, but you know, the makeup of the shed, there's not a lot we can do about it. Right, let's pull this guy in here. And let's see. Food. Animal feed, which is not used to buying it, so didn't go past it. Okay. Pig food, what's in that? 600 litres. Liftable, 1,000 litres. You're not getting it any cheaper anywhere else. Liftable bags. Crates will fit through the door, will they? You know what? I'm not going to take a chance. We get 6 on the trailer. We'll find out. I usually knock the tractor off and I get off it. One time I didn't. Yeah. Okay. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't. Although it would be no harm if I did pick them up, I can bring them back up to the farm. Yeah. That's grand. Let me get down to the pig farm and then I'll bring you back in. Okay, we're here. We're unloaded outside the door. We got to carry them in. I don't even know how much of holes. I didn't look. Are they unloading? They are, yeah. Here you go. Now, let's try an experiment. These are all liftable pallets and bags. If we bring this upstairs and place it over the feed in, I'm stuck. Oh, I got stuck. Did I lose it? Oh, I haven't got super strength on. That's why. Because they're liftable pallets. I had to turn on super strength to pull it back out. That's why I lost it. Let's just see. Ah, come back. I'm not going to get that up through there, am I? I will. Okay, if we go over the trigger, it'll work from up here. It does, yeah. So effectively, if I drop that there, will that unload into down below? It will. So there you go. We could bring our bags. Is there a door open in there? No. We could bring our bags upstairs and drop them all there. And when the thing empties, then they would just fill in. You'd have an automatic filler up above. One way of doing it. Anyway, let's, when this one empties and we see how much it holds. Biggies holds, well, we've 3,000 in and we're not full. No manure heap nearby. So we need to put down the manure heap, but we need to put the straw in there as well. So they produce slurry. Okay, I'm not going to be carrying bags up the stairs. But it's nice to know it will work. I do what I used to do in the MA7 Studios Ivory Pack chicken coop. I used to put the bags up on the little shelf at the chicken coop and they'd empty. You could drop them and leave them there. That one's not empty now because it fell down. Stop messing. Yeah, look, at least we put it in. It's going to fill up. You can actually turn off that super strength now. We don't need it because they're liftable bags. Oh, I closed the door. And it's in. So we've 6,000 litres in. Let's put a few piggies in. Well, a few. The die hall's 15. You know what? Let's put 5 of each of the. I'm not going to do it that way. Let's do it properly. Let's get our animal transport and do it that way. Anyway, we have the pig farm. And we have a possibility if we want to put another pig pasture in, pig pen in, we could do it at the back of it. I've no idea what ones I have actually loaded into this save. Probably not a lot. I'll have to have a look and see. But what I'm going to do, get back, I'll get the trailer loaded and we'll go visit the animal dealer and do it properly. We'll get them and get them into the pig farm. I'll bring you back for that. Now, here we go. We're looking for pigs. Look for 5 of each. There you go. We're loaded up. 15 little piggies in the back. Oh, I've never put the shelves down. They're floating. Don't look. How do we put the shelves down? Unfold upper deck. A. There you go. Our piggies are top and bottom. I was using this trailer for a long time before I discovered that. Yeah, sun's coming up. We're losing sight of all the collectibles. They're everywhere. When you're operating in the dark, they're absolutely everywhere. Anyway, here we go. Get our pigs in. Now. Oh, I guess I'm not on the trigger. There. Oh. Rolled off it. Very temperamental. Okay, pig farm boss. Pigs are in. 1, 2. Where's the other 14 gone? Anyway, they're there. That door closes. This door closes. I presume they're here somewhere. Anyway, they're in situ. Yeah, curiosity. Does this shed open now that we own it? Yes, it does. What we got? Yeah, paint and yeah. Okay. Okay, just let me jump up here. Like we could put a pasture in here for our pigs if we really wanted. Let's have a look. The hole's 12, the hole's 50. How big is it? Not enough money. Yeah, I know not enough money. We could if we wanted. Just want to see. If we wanted to put in a few more, it's doable. That kind of fits in better, doesn't it? Only holds 20, which would be more in keeping with what we have. But I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but I'm just saying it is possible. We have some land there that we could possibly do it on if we want to. I'm kind of happy enough. Okay, we split the sheep and goats up at the other farm into 2 separate ones. That was just to split up the sheep and goats. But since we have pigs, we might just settle for what we have. And there's another collectible. And the steps, they're everywhere. Anyway, there you go. We have pig farm completely stocked. We have enough food in it, I'm sure, to that. There's another one. They're absolutely everywhere. Collect. No, we're not going to collect. I'll leave that up to you. Let me know if you think I should collect them. Just say so in the comments. Yes. Or wait until we have our 6 fields bought and then we'll collect them all. Yeah, I think that'd be there's another one. See, I think that'd be the thing to do. Wait till we have our 6 fields bought, and then we will consider picking up the collectibles. But for now, I think we're almost at the end of December. I'm going to just move forward before I finish the episode and see is there anything else for us to do. I'm forgetting to park the trailer. Apart from looking after the animals, I need to get the other tractor back over and get some grass into the sheep, or hay as it is. Yeah, park that there. And I think when we're going to be finishing up on the episode then, our big sell-off, our pig farm purchased. We do have the money, no milk, no nothing now because we emptied everything out. And yeah, quite productive episode despite the fact I thought it wasn't going to be. As I said, I'm going to just go get back to the other farm, get the animals all fed and just check on everything, and I will bring you back in then. I think we're going to be finishing up when we hit the end of the month or even the 1st of January. Okay, moved on December into the last day, and we have a white Christmas. It's snowing. Yeah, we're kind of reached the end of this episode. We kind of have everything done. There is a bit of milk. There's going to be a few eggs. There are going to be bits and pieces around. Slurry, yeah, we could do with getting rid of some of the slurry. Manure, we've got a trailer full. They're okay for food. They're okay for straw. Same with the other ones. I've checked them all. Everything's 100%. Definitely, we've reached a milestone in this episode by getting the pigs. There they are. Base food. It doesn't look like they have a lot because it's split across. But if we had a way of getting food in there, apart from using a wheelbarrow, we could do that. They're okay. 27,000 litres. I gave them a few beds, so they're still working through them. They're fine. And yeah, that's it. So there we go. That's another year done on the Hamlet. Another year finished. So what I'm going to do before we go, we're just going to move forward to January the 1st. And let's see, while you're here, what red tape throws up, what everything else throws up. If we excess animals to be sold, and keep missing the excess animals and keep moving forward without you actually in. And for once, as we change year, animal spacing policy. Okay. Excess chicken sold. Animal spacing policy. There you go. Red tape. Throwing us up there. I wonder which one that is on. Glad now I kept you in. Okay. Let's see. Animal spacing. Pigsty. There's nothing we can do about it. Pigsty's too small. Everything else is okay. What did it charge us for that? Let's see. Minus 27 points. We didn't get fined any money. Not a lot we can do about it unless we put down a different pig barn schemes. Any tractor demos? No, it should be gone. Brand demo. Yeah, 2 things we don't need. Most definitely, that would be too big. Avoid mowing during spring. That's not going to happen. Set aside now. Crop promotion is sugar beet. Well, we select that scheme because we may get sugar beet in somewhere during the course of the year. So we select that. And brand demo. I should go on. We'll have a look at them. They're too big for us. There's no room at the shop. You put 3 items down at the shop and then you can't get 2 more. So, yeah, they've deducted us a few points for the animal spacing, animal bedding. Ours without straw. Who's without straw? The pigs. Will you give out or will I give out? The pigs have no straw. It was about, we're going to try this and see, can we put a bale in? They're not liftable, are they? No, they're not. I could have picked it up with the car. I'm going to put it in the car and bring it down, see if there's a fit in. Oh, I left it running, did I? So, just before we went out, you seen what red tape does. I don't know what I'm going to do with spacing there. I think I'm going to just put down a different... what do? Do I get rid of 5, 10 of them, whatever? Just keep 5. Look, at this stage in the game, I don't care. We'll just let red tape do its worst. Be bold towards us and find us and do whatever it wants. I don't care. Even though I should. Yeah, don't drive in the crops. That's why I'm going down this way and not the other way. I'll end up driving in my field, which at this stage will definitely have crop destruction in it. And I just want to see, does this fit? And that's because the barn is set up to take straw, even though there's nowhere for manure to go. I would need a really small manure pen. Okay, turn that off. Turn the car off. Open the door. I don't think that bed's going to fit in there. It is not going to fit in there. It's right in this door. I know it's got to fit. Probably have to drop it in through the roof. I don't even know if it goes in this way. Yeah, there's only 700 litres left in it, so there must be straw in here. The only way we can check it, got pigsty straw, they have 820. So the whole bale must be gone in now. I'm after picking it up. It's gone. Yeah. So that's why we got penalised. No straw in there. Now, we'd need to put down the manure point. What is that for then? I have a feeling if we had to put our bag of... I think if we put our bag of feed, it goes from there up to the loft. And then it gets fed in. Take back what I said about it not being accessible. Turn on the light. There are lights. No, they're triggered up here. Okay, so I think we can put our straw up here as well and our feed. And it will actually feed down then. So if you had a forklift, come in and lift them up to there. So take back what I said about it not being a great mod. It's actually well thought out. And we will experiment with that in the next episode. But for now, on the Hamlet, episode number 35, we're done. We took our penalties for our inconsistency. I'm just curious now. I'll have to go and get another bag of food and drop it there and see what happens. Does it get transported up? But we'll save that for the next one. And we'll do it when you're in and have a look and see. Try and figure this out. We might need to lease a forklift or something like that, or have a look and see is there anything in the used market that could be of any use to us. But for now, we're done. Thanks for joining me again in the Hamlet. As per usual, on your way out, bang that like button, hit the subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and leave a comment, especially about the collectibles. When we have our 6 fields bought, do we just go around and collect all the collectibles then? Because we more or less achieved everything we wanted to, and we might as well pick up the money and have nothing to spend it on at that stage. So, until next time on the Hamlet, all that's left for me to do is to say goodbye for now until then. Bye bye.